This is the EVP Podcast. That's right. This is the EVP Podcast with the EVP team, which stands for Energy, Visions, and the Paranormal. Why are we a team? Because there's more than just me. I'm DVO.
I'm Ghosty.
And I'm Beaker, and I was clearing my throat when you started the intro.
You're always clearing your throat. I don't know what's in the back of your throat, but you're always clearing it.
I'm not always clearing it. Milk?
Milk? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he works. He's all about that milk receiving.
Yeah, I receive milk.
That is true. That is a true statement.
Not a euphemism, people.
Well, we are the EVP team, stands for Energy, Visions, and the Paranormal. And so if you got anything paranormal happening, let us know. We may or may not be able to help you, but we will do our absolute best.
Always help.
Well, a new movie is coming out, Ghostbusters Afterlife,
Came out 2 days ago.
and seems exciting. I want to see it.
Me too.
But, okay, how are you guys with the original two Ghostbuster movies?
I mean, how are we still friends with everybody?
Yes. How's your relationship with Harold Ramis?
I don't understand the question.
Like, big fans of it? Like, you love the movie? It was just okay for you?
Do you not remember my last vehicle?
Yes. In fact, tell everyone, because people watching or listening don't know what it is.
I used to have a big white
Stay
Ford
Puft
Expedition.
Marshmallow. It was a Stay Puft Marshmallow you drove.
Yes. I had an Expedition that some friends of mine bought a big decal of the Ghostbusters symbol and put it on the hood of my Expedition. So
Well, I didn't know if it was because they did that, because I know you didn't do it, your friends did it.
Yes.
So I wasn't sure if they did it because you're a paranormal investigator or if you're a big fan of Ghostbusters.
Both.
Okay.
I thought you bought it with the decal, and that was the selling point.
No. My
Like
friends,
sold.
that was actually a surprise.
It's got, no, I don't care. I want it now.
Say less.
That was
Say
actually a
less.
surprise birthday present from some friends of mine. I actually went on a residential investigation. This guy had a lot of little cars that he collected and put together, like model cars, and he had Ecto 1, and I'm like, that's so cool. And apparently some other people went to like a return investigation of this house, and the gentleman gave one of the investigators the Ecto 1 model car to give to me, so I actually have that at my house right now.
Oh, nice.
And now you
That's
drive a
hard.
hybrid.
And now
You've
it's
changed,
Now I
man.
drive a hybrid.
You've changed, man.
Well, I'm glad I drive a hybrid with high gas prices, but that's not here or there.
Compared to your SUV, then? Is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Ghostbuster movies. What my good childhood friend Mike Oya was a huge Ghostbusters fan. Had all the action figures, and it was a great series.
I used to play a Ghostbusters 2 video game on the PC back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did.
Did you watch the cartoons?
Yes. The original Ghostbuster cartoons in the 80s and 90s, yes.
Yeah. Was it weird that Slimer talked and was like their best buddy?
No?
It bothered me that he didn't talk in the movies.
Yeah. No. I did think it was cool that he drove the bus in the second one.
Oh, yes.
And,
Yes.
like Rick
yes.
Moranis' character. Like,
Yes.
I don't know. Rick Moranis' character, I love it. He's like, do you want, when they ask him if he wants coffee, he's like, I don't know, do I? And Venkman's like, yes, have some. So he looks at Egon, he's like, yes, have some.
Ghostbusters was great. Now this movie.
Didn't realize how dirty it was until I became an
Yeah,
adult.
the succubus.
The succubus, the gatekeeper, and the keymaster.
Yeah, there's all sorts of dirty stuff going on.
I didn't put that together till just now. I get it.
Dogs and cats, living in peace, mass hysteria. No, Ghostbusters is by far like one of my favorite movies. I was actually going to get a tattoo of the Ghostbusters symbol on my arm.
Oh, damn. That's
I still might.
all right. That's intense. So, Afterlife, the movie, this is a continuation from, what's that kid from the movie, the show? Stranger Things.
Oh,
yes. Now, who's he supposed to be related to again?
He's the nephew, I think, of one of the original
Dan
Ghostbusters.
Aykroyd. I think it's Dan Aykroyd's character.
Okay. All
Which,
right.
by the way, all three of the still surviving actors are in the movie reprising their roles, from what I understand.
That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to
Or
actually
no,
see
maybe
this.
isn't it Egon? Because he really did die,
I think it might be Egon's nephew.
and
I
then
don't know.
they're at his
Which is
house.
Harold
maybe.
Ramis.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
maybe
Yes.
that's what it is.
Could be.
Because they really died in real life, so maybe that's why they're doing it that way.
I'm looking forward to it.
And for some reason, Paul Rudd's the main star. But
The sexiest
the
man
sexiest
alive.
man alive, according to Time Magazine. Oh,
Did you
right.
want to dispute that?
No, not
Did
really.
you say, have you guys seen Patrick Wilson?
He'll have his time.
His day will come.
His day will come.
It's bound to happen.
Started my petition already.
By the way, hey Patrick,
Thanks for listening.
we know he's listening. So
I can't wait till the day where we actually get an email from him. He's like, "Thanks for the shout out, guys."
Like every episode, you guys should get a bell for me.
We might have to get a different. Yeah, we might have to get a different bell for Patrick Wilson. Oh goodness, that'd be good. All right, let's get into our topic this week. So this week, we are going to do it on Krampus. The reason why is I don't know much about Krampus.
Krampus.
So I want to do it on Krampus, but also it has, a holiday theme. We're getting to the holiday season, but also the EVB team is taking a little podcast holiday break. We put a lot of research and time into these podcasts, and we need a little bit of break. What are you laughing at?
We sure do.
Spent a good
do.
hour on this.
So we're gonna take a little bit of break, and we're trying to fit some paranormal activities in it. I know Ghosty and Beaker are heading down to Vegas
Oh, I'm so stoked.
for a convention.
I'm
What's it called?
stoked.
Tell people about
It's
that.
the Para Unity Convention or Expo in Vegas on December 10th and 11th. Also on the 9th, if you buy the VIP package. There's going to be a lot of celebrities there. I know there's going to be some local paranormal teams with booths down there
Okay.
from Utah and all over the country. I'm excited because I know Ghost Stop is going to be there, so I might be coming home with new equipment.
So tell people if they don't know what Ghost Stop is, tell them what that is.
So GhostStop.com they're a paranormal team based out of Florida, I believe.
Oh, I didn't know they were a team
Yeah,
as well.
they're
St.
a
Augustine.
team. Yeah, and they actually make their own gear and sell it on their website. A lot of the stuff that you see on like Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures is stuff that Ghost Stop makes.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of their equipment is featured on these TV shows, and there's also going to be like Brian Cano there and John Zaffis from Haunted Collector. Your girlfriend Ghosty is going to be there, Elizabeth Saint.
Hey, Elizabeth.
And I believe Susan Sauter from Ghost Hunters International, Jason Haas, Dave Tango, and Steve Gonzalez from Ghost Hunters is all going to be there, from what I understand. And
All fans of the show.
all friends of the show. The person I'm most excited to see is
That was my next question, so perfect.
Kane Hodder.
Okay, don't know who that is.
So he played.
Actor.
He's an actor.
Oh, yes, I do know who it is.
He was in Friday the 13th, part 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I believe he was also in Freddy vs. Jason. He also did, I know he played Ed Gein in an Ed Gein movie. He was, oh my gosh, Jason Voorhees
Yep.
in Friday the 13th.
Isn't he also a paranormal investigator?
I don't know, but if he is, that's cool.
I think he is.
It would make
And
sense
I
that
think
that's why
he
he's there.
did an episode doing an investigation with Ghost Adventures one time. Him and a couple other actors.
Oh, yeah, I think that's right. I do remember that episode.
I must
Yeah.
have missed that.
Yeah. Wasn't it in Hollywood? Or
Might
was
have
it?
been. I can't remember, but
Yeah, I can't remember. It was I can't remember where they did it. But yeah, there was a few actors that all did this with him.
Okay. How about you, Ghost? Anyone you're excited to see?
Well, besides, let's see. I don't know. I do want to go through I don't know if are you gonna do any panels? Do you want to do any panels there?
Yeah, so a friend of mine from California
California.
is actually going to be doing a presentation, so I'll be seeing that.
I'm gonna look at all the panels. I don't know exactly who I'm all excited to go see right off the top of my head.
But I think it's funny, like some of the people that we just mentioned, Brian Cano, John Zaffis,
Seen everybody.
Josh Gates from Expedition Unknown will be there, Ben Hansen. These are all people that we've already met.
Man, everybody that you just mentioned. Yep.
Yep.
Everybody.
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 I think it's funny because no one knows what that's from, but
Inside joke.
inside joke. Everybody. Like half of the celebrities we've already met. I've investigated with Susan Slaughter.
Who's that?
She's Ghost Hunters International.
Oh, I can't think
She
who
actually
is.
came and did an investigation at Salt Air that I went and did, and she was in my group. So It was me and a guy that was on the other team. We went and did this investigation together. Excuse me. And yeah, she ended up leading the group that I was in, so I actually got to investigate with her before. And I know you've investigated with Brian and Elizabeth before.
Yeah, I've done that. Isn't the Ghost Brothers going to be there?
I don't know.
Let's go meet them and talk mad shit.
I'm sure there will be a lot of people doing that.
No way.
They're going to be the one with. They're going to the one with
like,
Andrea Perry.
Everybody loves them for some reason.
They're going to the one with Andrea Perry.
Everybody that I talk to, they're always, "Oh, I love that show." I'm like, how?
I've never seen it, so I don't know. Do you know? I think it's funny. This is it right in somebody's backyard, who's got a museum right there in Vegas, and he's not on the list of people to appear.
I think he probably didn't want to be there.
Probably not.
I don't think he does anything like this.
I don't think so either.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Said, "Come to me."
Do you know what I did see though on? I think it was the Ghost and Grubs Instagram.
Oh yes.
They posted a video of Zach and his sister when he was on Wheel of Fortune in like the 90s.
When he was Wheel of Fortune.
He was on Wheel of Fortune.
Really?
Yeah.
Who, Zach was on Wheel of Fortune.
Yes, sir. Long time. Look it up. Look, Zach Bagans' Wheel of Fortune. It's a thing.
Huh. I mean, that surprises me. Okay. I kind of want to look it up now.
But he won't be there.
Nope. Like I said,
He's got a whole museum that's there every day.
People go to him. He doesn't need to go anywhere.
This is
He's
true.
like, I don't need the exposure. I'm Zach Baggins. Number one fan of the EVP podcast.
Yes. I talk to him all the time, actually.
All right, let's talk about Jolly Old Krampus. So, I don't know. Again, folklore. I'm gonna give some stats about Krampus. I don't know what's real or what was embellished or what was created later on during history. It's like the telephone game, right? Someone says something, gets passed along, changes as time goes on. So Krampus may or may not be the son of Hel, who's the Norse god of the underworld. Sounds scary already, doesn't it, boys?
I already pissed a little bit already.
Yes. He is said to look somewhat furry, with horns, possibly goat legs, or hooved legs.
Well, he is
Maybe one's
half goat, half demon.
Is he, though?
Yes.
He's got fangs.
He's got fangs.
A long tongue.
And horns.
And horns upon
And hooved
his
feet.
head. Hooved feet.
Hooved feet.
Now, some say that
Hooven.
Krampus comes from a German word, Krampen, which means claw. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I just like the sound of my German accent. Krampen.
Krampen.
And so that's kind of what he looks like and what he does. And on December, now this is probably 18th century or much earlier. Well, Beaker was saying, I read some things about the 18th century, but you think that might be the resurgence of
Yeah, because, I mean,
it.
if it's believed that it's possibly the son of Hel, I mean, Norse mythology has been around, like, way
I know,
long,
but that's what I'm
so.
saying. They just, as
I think that was
as
his
folklore
resurgence.
comes on, like, well, he's got to come from somewhere. Let's just say he comes from that. It's a Greek god, isn't it? Or
Hel,
from,
Norse. That's Norse.
what is it?
So before there were comic books, this was their comic books. Just
What is Norse? Yeah, that's a good
creating more
question.
characters. This is how they went along creating more characters.
Yes.
But is it believed to be an old, like, pagan thing?
Yes.
And
That's for
when
sure.
Christianity came around, the Christians did this thing where instead of going around and telling people like, no, your stuff is bad, do our stuff. They're like, we're going to find a way to make it kind of work.
Okay. So we're going to incorporate Krampus with Old St. Nicholas. Is what you're
Yes.
saying. And so on December 5th, which was the eve of December 6th, which was St. Nicholas Day. So on December 5th, St. Nicholas, who, we're not talking about Santa Claus here. We're talking about he has St. Nicholas with the robe and the, I just spaced me, the hat. Similar to what, like, the Pope, you see the
like
Pope
the
wear.
Pope hat. I think St. Nicholas dates back to like 400 something AD, maybe even earlier than that.
Surprised. So St. Nicholas is walking around with his robe, and he's got that staff, and kind of it almost when I'm looking at some of the pictures that depicts Krampus, he's almost kind of hiding in the background. Krampus is going along with St. Nicholas, maybe because he looks really freaky. So he's like, hey, St. Nicholas tells him, hey, kind of hang back a little bit. We don't want We want to make people shit their pants when you walk in the door.
Hey, freak show, stay back.
He went around on like, was it Krampus Snots? I don't know what it is. Krampus night.
Okay.
It's a Krampus run.
Krampus night. Yeah.
It's ransacking the streets and beating up kids.
Yes.
So St. Nicholas would award the kids that were being well behaved with gifts or our favorite dried fruits or walnuts or chocolate or
Walks around with dried fruits and nuts in his pocket.
guys like here you go.
Here you go, you good
being
kids.
But if they were being bad, Krampus would get the old birch sticks out. Now Ghostie's familiar with birch sticks. He has a birch tree in his living room right now.
Yeah, it's a birch tree.
Yes.
He's got a birch, and he'd whip them. Or if they're really bad, he'd throw them in his little satchel, drag them to the depths of hell,
Beat the satchel.
beat the satchel, or definitely would eat them. That's for sure. Wrap his huge tongue around him, swallow them up. Yum. That's what Krampus would do.
So these Krampus runs through the streets.
The Krampuslauf.
Yeah, that thing. So I was reading some stuff about this, and they were talking about how, like, some of the men would get all drunk and then take their aggression out by dressing up and scaring kids.
Right.
Like, when they
Yeah.
say getting their aggression out, like, are they beating the shit out of their own kids? Like, dressing up and beating their kids?
Other people's kids.
Beating other people's kids? Like, okay, Billy down the street, that kid's going to get his ass whipped.
He's screaming all night long.
Yeah, I'm going to give him something to scream about.
I felt bad beating my own kids. Can you come beat my kid for me?
Yeah, so this Krampus run, these guys would, they're supposed to offer to Krampus schnapps. So
Get him more drunk.
So basically fruit brandy. So, modern day is the guys are just getting loaded, dressing up like Krampus, running around causing antics and whipping people and messing with people and just
So it's
causing
a way
mischief.
of the parents getting back at the kids from No Souls Day that just happened.
Right, yeah.
All Hallows Eve.
Yeah, so there's around
No Souls Day.
This is adult Halloween. So I think they even like go to people's houses and get like presents and shit.
like still the presents.
No, like people give them stuff.
Oh, the Krampuses?
Yeah.
So like, hey, don't bother us.
Yep. Here's some schnapps. Leave us alone.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but all the parents took notes of all the kids that did shit to them during Halloween.
Yeah.
Just so they could pay him back and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
during-
the goal of this Krampus run was to scare the kids to be like, hey, remember,
Yeah, remember what you did on Halloween?
Krampus, it's not Santa's watching, Krampus is watching. And do you want to get taken in a satchel down to hell? 'Cause that's where you're headed. Keep up the antics you're doing.
Well, originally it was just Santa, Saint Nick, and the bad kids got coal and stuff. They think
Yeah,
that
and,
Krampus,
and
probably,
Krampus would be the one that handed out the coal.
Yeah, I think Krampus kind of popped up even more. Like I said, when the church was going in and trying to replace paganism with Christianity, and I know that they have like some of the pictures they have Krampus with like chains, and I think at one point they even like the church tried to ban Krampus, but there was no one really
Yes.
enforcing the ban, and it just made it even more popular. I think they gave him the chains because it was trying to. They started associating the Christians started associating Krampus with the devil,
Yes.
and they gave him the chains because it was supposed to like symbolize the church kind of like binding the devil or something like
Krampus
that.
to the devil.
Yeah,
Yes. Some pictures I saw too. Krampus looks like the devil. Again, going back to the horns and pointed ears and just very devilish looking. So probably that's probably it too. There's kind of
so it almost seems like
that.
some of the folklore might be like those kind of pagan religions kind of pushing back against the church.
Oh,
like, yeah.
possibly. I really think it's just parents trying to just scare the hell out of their kids to be behaved.
Oh yeah, most likely.
That's just how I think of it.
Of course.
It's our modern day of Santa's watching you. That's why, there's elves on your shelf because they're watching. I'm going to report back.
I think Elf on the Shelf's being canceled this year.
Why?
I don't remember. Someone told me though.
Doubt
Because
it.
it's pervy.
Super pervy.
Expensive. I don't know.
Expensive.
I don't know. I don't know the reason.
I didn't hear this thing. I saw them all over Walmart the other day.
I already know my December Facebook feed is going to be everybody's Elf on a Shelf doing Random things.
I don't think you can cancel that.
Nope.
It's happening.
They're gonna try though.
Well, Beaker's going to try to
Someone's
stop
trying.
everyone.
I'm stopping Elf on a
gonna-
Shelf.
He's
It's
gonna
really
be
it's me.
Krampus.
It's
He goes,
me.
It's not everybody. It's just me.
I'm
Okay.
I'm starting my cancel culture movement. We're getting rid of Elf on a Shelf. It's the dumbest
I'm
thing.
breaking
ever.
everyone's house, stealing the elf. Have you seen some adult themed shelf on the elf?
Yeah. Shelf on the elf.
Or elf on the shelf?
Speaking of adult themed things,
Yes.
Krampus
Yes.
in
Go
the
on.
1800s when they had the greeting cards from Krampus.
No, that's weird enough, isn't it? Like, what do you do with this greeting card from Krampus?
It's
Hey,
like-
Krampus is watching.
It's kind of just joking about Christmas
Yeah, I
instead
know,
of
it
sending
is.
a Christmas card.
Yeah.
It's like
But some
No,
of
they don't know. It was a thing. Like, these people up at the Alpines,
Yeah.
like, they would send these Krampus
some of
greeting
them
cards.
started getting kind of racy,
I heard.
showing like Krampus like kidnapping women,
Bugsy
Or-
woman.
like proposing to women.
Yeah.
Like they got a little racy with some of these Krampus greeting cards.
He's a dirty little bird, that Krampus.
he's an animal. That guy. He's half animal. Animal instincts. He doesn't even wear pants.
Neither
True.
does Donald Duck.
Or Winnie the Pooh.
He's hung like a duck too. Winnie the Pooh's a woman.
What?
Yeah, weird,
Oh,
right?
I see. Some of those greeting cards of Krampus were also depicted him, or I shouldn't say him, depicted Krampus as a female,
Yes,
whipping men
Whipping
with those
men.
birch
yes.
sticks or birch rods. I'm not saying what.
Branches.
I see Beaker's getting a little excited over here.
Yeah, I know. Really excited.
I want
some-
Krampus to
I want
visit me.
Krampus.
I want
Where
female
you at,
Krampus.
big boy?
I've been bad all year.
Your night's coming up here in a week or two.
Dirty old Krampus.
So, anyways,
Are you scared of Krampus visiting you?
Am I scared of a fictional creature? No.
How do you know it's fictional?
as a kid, being scared of Krampus, knowing that he's an animal like that, I would have just banded all the kids together. Like, look, we've all been bad, right? He's gonna come to one of our houses. We're gonna jump his ass and we're gonna cook him and eat him.
All right, let's be honest.
Before he eats us, we're gonna eat him.
Before the 2015 movie Krampus, had you ever heard of Krampus before?
Never,
Never.
Neither
never,
have I.
never.
I
I didn't even know
never
that was
heard
a
of
thing. I thought it was
and-
made up by that movie. I thought that movie made him up.
Me too.
Kind of did too.
And I barely looked into it at one point for our me and Ghosties podcast, but didn't put much research behind it. As I look into it now for this podcast, I was going down some wormholes about Austrian culture and German culture with Krampus. I was not expecting to read some of the things that I've talked about and that I read. I was kind of surprised by.
Did you read about Pectra?
I did not read about Pectra.
I think that's her name.
Sounds like another Marvel character.
Perkta. Perkta.
Perkta.
Yeah, Perkta. Perkta was similar to Krampus, and they thought that some historians or whatever folklore people, someone somewhere thinks that Krampus might have and Saint Nicholas might have been kind of like a spin-off of Perkta. Perkta was supposed to be a symbol of good and bad, and for the good kids, she I guess appeared in the form of like a beautiful woman. I guess Perkta actually means bright one,
Okay.
and she would leave gifts and stuff for the good kids. And then they also did like the Perkta runs as well,
Oh,
which is very similar, if not the same thing as the Krampus runs. Perkta, though, if you were bad, I think she was a little worse than Krampus, and I would not want to piss her off. So I guess during like the 12 days of Christmas, there are certain rules that you had to follow, certain things you had to do, like you couldn't weave during these 12 days, and during
Like
your
weave baskets?
I don't weave.
so the
probably.
12 Days of Christmas, besides being a song, was that a real thing?
I believe so.
Because as you're saying this, I mean, I know there's a song about it, but that was a real thing.
I believe so. Yeah.
So it's not just Hanukkah that gives out things many days in a row, huh?
No, they're 8 days. Hanukkah's got 8 days of Christmas.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, 8 days of Hanukkah. 8 days of Christmas.
No, they stick with their Hanukkah.
I'm sorry, I'm like trying to think of the Hanukkah song
Well, yeah,
from
that
Adam
sounds right.
Sandler.
I was just looking, yeah, that sounds right.
Instead of 1 day of Christmas, we have 8 crazy nights. But I guess during the 12 days of Christmas, you couldn't weave. And I don't know if that's just baskets or if there's other weaving involved. But there's also a thing where, like, during your feasting, if you didn't seem like you were having a good enough time, if you weren't like enlightened enough or whatever during the feast, you get a visit from Perkta. And Perkta
She's gonna make you have a good time.
She'd make you have a good time.
Show up under
Sort
that
of.
table.
She would show up while you were sleeping.
Oh, I'm like, sounds
would,
kinky already.
Some people, like some of the kids and stuff, she would do similar things like Krampus, where she put them in the wicker basket and carry them down the street with their legs hanging out, so other people saw that, like, watch out. But she would also, like, cut your stomach open.
Oh, jeez.
She would disembowel you. She would shove you full of rocks and sticks and straw and all sorts of garbage, and then sew you back up if you were not obeying the rules.
Goodness sakes.
That'll teach you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything wrong again.
But yeah, Perkta, I think, also came from like the same region, the Alpine region.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't hear that one.
No, yeah, I totally had no idea who Perkta was before today.
Okay.
I was watching a documentary on Krampus. This guy started talking about Perkta, and I just like, I'm going down this hole right now.
Imagine all these kids with PTSD from getting beat up.
Beat up by Perkta and Krampus.
Now, how did that movie, that Hollywood movie, portray Krampus?
As like a
It was a goat demon thing.
goat demon, soul sucking.
But was like,
Thing
was it like
demon
related
toys.
to? Was it related to Santa in the movie? Or not really?
Like dressed up like Santa, but
Yeah.
in
but
goat
like,
body
but no correlation during the movie.
Well, it's during Christmas.
during Christmas time.
Yeah.
And there's this family that's all getting together and they're arguing. And I remember, like, the son, the little kid, wrote some letter complaining about his family. And somehow, like, I think he tore it up and threw it out the window. And it got to Krampus. And Krampus showed up and started picking them off one by one.
The family?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. How about the boy that wrote the letter?
Oh, he gets them
Spoiler
all.
alert. Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert for a movie that came out 6 years ago. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stole that from Bacon Cell. Yeah, no, they all die.
Okay.
No survivors.
But it's funny because this
the
whole
gummy, what's it, the gingerbread cookies when they come to life?
everything.
Oh,
Everything.
so Krampus is magical.
Yeah,
like that.
Krampus is very magical.
He's got a
Like,
whole band of little monsters. But
yeah, he brings like all sorts of
the
things
whole
to life.
cast in this movie are all like comedians too.
Okay.
But it's not. And what's the funny part is none of this is a comedy movie. Like I was expecting it to have a lot of comedy, and there wasn't.
Because you saw the
Oh, are
actors,
you kidding
like-
me? You telling me those
Okay.
gingerbread men weren't
No,
funny?
no, those were funny. But like their dialogue wasn't like
Oh,
jokes.
it was so bad. No, some of it was. The lady that plays the grandma. I can't remember her name. I know she was in 2.5 Men as the housekeeper.
Oh, okay, yes.
I think she was in this, and she was actually funny in it. I have to go back and watch that movie now.
Oh yeah, these are all comedians.
Told you.
Oh, Adam Scott was in it, so he's a comedian.
David Koechner, I'm a huge fan of his.
The
He's
mom
hilarious.
that's the lady that was in Hereditary.
Hereditary. Yeah.
Hereditary. Yeah, these are all like all a
Seth
bunch
Green.
of comedians.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
So there was some funny stuff, but not most. This is more kind of like a
It's
monster
more of like
movie.
funny of the
Like a
situations they're in and what they're dealing with is like so cornbally that
when
it's
the
funny.
Jack in the Box like comes to life and tries to eat the one kid.
Yeah, but like the whole like script wise and what they're saying to each other is more of like they're seriously trying to say like not die. But
Such a god awful movie. I want to watch it again.
Well, it's if you have Hulu Premium, it's there,
I
or
don't have
Sling
premium.
TV
I
Premium.
have neither one of those.
It's there for your enjoyment, or you can rent or buy it. I just was looking up for people that are interested in watching Krampus. I am a little interested in it. I might just YouTube and just get some glimpses of it. Since now I know the ending of the movie.
yeah, way to go.
But I mean, did you guys like the movie though?
Oh my gosh! I remember when I saw it in theaters, I thought it was like the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
It was one of those where it's. I remember telling people it was so stupid it was good. Don't go into this movie if you haven't seen it already, and I ruined the ending for you. I'm sorry, but it's like 6 years old. It's so stupid. It's funny. Like, don't go in there taking it seriously.
Okay. Kind of.
I think
this.
I think this movie kind of knows what it is. Where it's. I think it knows it's a bad movie.
And
Or at
it's
least I
funny
hope it
about
does.
like that, like I said, where these are comedic actors and they're not trying to be funny in the movie, but it's just funny because of what it is, and they're trying to be serious.
Now, I was typing in like where to watch it, and it was auto filling in Krampus 2. I guess there was a second movie.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah.
Who's the actors in this?
I'm
one?
gonna go look at it. Krampus.
I had no idea.
I didn't know either.
There was a 2013 movie. Oh, 2017, Mother Krampus.
Oh dear.
2015, Krampus the Reckoning. Krampus Origins in 2018. Krampus Unleashed in 2016. I don't know which.
Krampus the Christmas Devil.
So I don't know which one.
Are you on the naughty list?
Yeah. So I don't know which one came first on these.
I wonder if there's a Santa versus Krampus movie.
Well, just in IMDb, typing in Krampus did not. Those are what I read to you. Was it?
Krampus the Devil Returns. Krampus Unleashed.
Is there Krampus versus Santa?
No, but they're friends. They go hand in hand together.
Yes, they do.
So I was saying how I said was saying Saint Nicholas. Some things I was reading was saying Santa and Krampus. They go together. They're just like, hey, let's go see. You go scare.
Oh yeah,
the
hey,
little-
freak show. Stay
Yeah,
back.
yes, hang on the back. So they go together. Before Christmas or Saint Nicholas Day, they go together, and they're gonna see who's been naughty or nice.
So far, I've only seen one Krampus movie that came out before the big one that Hollywood did. Most of them were released after. Or the same year.
Yeah, so it seems like it got another resurgence after this movie came out. Because
Well, here
again,
in the
we never
here-
heard of it until the movie.
Here in the States, it's always been big in like Austria and
Yeah, but we never
over
go
in
there.
Europe. No.
Yeah, right. So I was just looking up these Krampuslauf, these Krampus runs. They still happen today in like Austria and Germany. These are still happening, and so yeah, people are getting loaded on booze, then dressing up like Krampus, running through the streets, pulling people's hair, whipping them with whips or
Their tails.
sticks or all different types of tails.
Some of these guys have like really good cosplay too. Like their costumes.
Some of these look freaky. Like I would not.
Right.
Like if you saw one person walking down the street, you might be like, "Oh, cool," but when there's like 6 running at you, that's kind of freaky, actually. and all the videos I was watching, it's all at nighttime too, so that adds a little to it. I saw this one; they were holding this one Krampus on a kind of like a throne where like people are holding them on the shoulders, right, and walking him through, and he's got lights and like red lights shining and almost like a fog machine around him. Man, that was kind of freaky looking. Looks fun,
King
though.
Krampus?
Yeah, that's a good movie title right there. That should be the new movie title, King Krampus.
Kong versus Krampus. There's no contest.
Kong would, yeah.
Kong would win.
Yeah.
That movie's like
Step on
30
him.
seconds long.
He just steps on him. All right. Well,
There was a really good, like, I think it was an Archer episode that had Krampus in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I never ever watched that show.
I've never
But
seen
like
it.
I've seen episodes on and I'll watch it and it's so hilarious. But I never think about ever like going through and watching
Or no, it was a
episodes.
Family Guy episode with
Oh,
Krampus.
no,
That's actually-
even I love Family Guy. I don't remember
yeah,
Krampus.
either. I'm going to look it up after this.
I don't know. He's big in the States now because of this movie. Yes.
Sounds like an interesting movie.
I'm going to get you guys Krampus cards for
I
your
can't believe
birthdays.
you've never seen it.
No, it just didn't appeal. Like watching the trailer, it just didn't appeal to me. But I mean, it looked kind of freaky. Like I would see some of the posters for it. It looked kind of freaky. It was like a little kid and like this huge looking silhouette of Krampus.
Yeah, the dad.
They did a really good job on like how they made Krampus look.
Now I wonder why did they go with the goat theme for the Krampus? Just to sound more parallel with the devil.
And
No, that's probably came from the pagan thing, and then just because Christianity.
Do pagans just love goats? Like what's going on with the pagans?
I don't know. That's kind of like what they had hanging out.
Kind of their thing.
They had goats everywhere.
Yep.
They probably had more goats than
Well,
anything
it's like
else.
the satyrs,
I don't know what that is. What's that?
a half man, half goat.
Satyrs?
Yeah, so you've seen Hercules, the Disney one, right?
Yes.
You know Phil?
Yes.
He's a satyr.
Danny DeVito.
Yes.
mean?
Yes,
I
he's.
thought they went by other names.
Are you thinking of Pan?
Yes.
Also Pan. Yeah. Also Pan.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Has the goat legs too. A lot of goat leg creatures.
Mr. Tumnus.
Yes. That's from Narnia?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. They do
But
love
satyrs
their
were good.
goats.
Krampus, not so much.
But there's a lot of similarities, right? With the
Yes.
horns and then the goat legs.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's really to scare children.
Pretty much.
Behave.
Honestly, what wasn't though? I mean, even the Grimm brothers had a
Yes.
story on. I don't know if it was Krampus or Perkta.
Oh.
They mentioned one of them in some of their stories too. So a lot of the Grimm stories they were not anything like what you see now.
They were a little grim.
Exactly.
But it works, right? Like my 2-year-old, I tell her, like, hey, Santa's watching. Santa's watching. I mean, it's a great tool. I used to do it with my older one too. Like, hey, don't forget, Santa's watching. But it's just more like, you're not gonna get presents. But imagine if it was, hey, Krampus is watching. You know what Krampus will do to you, right? Do you want to go to hell? Because that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna take you down to hell.
Gonna eat you.
Want to get kidnapped and beat up by sticks?
And
Yeah.
then eaten.
Yeah, because that's the path you're on.
That's the path you've chosen.
You deserve this. So, wisen up here. It's a great tool. And then that's the whole Krampus run was to remind them, hey, sure,
Okay.
these are just your neighbors dressed up, but don't forget,
Growing
there's a
up in
Krampus
these
out there.
times, these times of Krampus,
Yes.
I think if you really want to scare a kid, you would have fake pictures in your house of a sibling that was eaten by Krampus. The sibling that doesn't exist. Just have like random pictures, like, see, this is your uncle so and so. He was eaten by Krampus.
You notice have you never met Uncle so and so? Because eaten by Krampus.
When he was a child, he was bad one year. Krampus found out about it.
I wouldn't be
didn't do his
surprised if
chores.
they didn't do that.
Huh?
I would be surprised if someone didn't do that.
Oh my god!
I'm sure they did that.
And then after the kid grows up and realizes that Krampus never existed, they go, "Why the hell did you do this to me?"
So who was
Like,
that?
I got you good. Stupid
Earlier in the
kid."
show, you said he probably does exist. You don't know. I mean, he doesn't, but
But you don't know,
but you don't know.
That would be funny.
right?
Yeah.
I can't believe nobody did this. I need to go back in time just so I can do this.
How do you not know what he did it though?
Well,
It's
they
not
had,
documented.
They probably
Nobody
didn't have
documented.
pictures. They,
Oh,
The picture it didn't happen.
exactly.
they probably didn't have pictures of family members anyway. They just
Yeah.
took pictures of their.
They would have to pay a lot of money to have someone come paint the picture of their family member
They could have drawings done.
drawings.
Yeah.
Hey, make me a drawing of me and a sibling that I never had.
Like, oh.
Just paint me next to me and make the other one look different, and I'll tell them it's my twin.
Like, be careful, because you remember what happened to your older brother. Wait, I had an older brother? Yeah, had an older brother.
Oh, that's even
Yeah.
better. Tell them that he had an older sibling that got eaten.
You know why Krampus got him?
You
Didn't
know
clean
why
the
you
barn.
exist? Because the other one got taken by Krampus.
We had to make you. And you know why Krampus got him? Didn't clean the barn. So, maybe you want to do a little high step out there real quick and get that barn cleaned up, huh?
Krampus
Pick up
took,
that cow shit.
the only reason why you are in existence is because of your older brother. If it wasn't for him getting taken by Krampus, you wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Because he did a lot of the workload. Just 1 year, he slacked off on the workload.
And we had to start all over with a new kid.
So
So,
make me have another child.
so grab that shovel and head out to the barn.
Shovel. Yes.
Or did they not have shovels?
I don't know. Probably they should.
They had hose.
Hose. Shovels and hose and rakes.
Hose and Krampus go together.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Birch sticks.
All right, so you guys gonna behave this year, or Krampus is gonna get you.
Yeah, I think it's a little late for that warning.
It's never too late.
I mean, Krampus night's in like 2 weeks.
December 5th, yeah. You gotta go heavy duty
Wait,
on
is
the
it 2
goodness.
weeks? I think it's next week.
Yeah, you got heavy duty on the goodness right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Krampus is gonna get you.
Be good. Buy me soda. What?
Beers.
Beers.
That's what Krampus would get.
That's what.
Snaps.
Yeah, schnapps.
Snaps.
So should we do one more? Even though we're taking this break, when we go to Vegas,
We can do a bonus episode.
we should probably do something about the whole trip.
Live from Para Unity in Las Vegas
Yeah.
is 2/3 of the EVP podcast.
Maybe we'll get some of the our celebrity friends to join us.
I think you should.
I know one.
We'll
that-
just have a little
fans.
recorder.
All our big fans.
course.
I know.
They'd love to.
I know at least one that we can get on the show. Guaranteed.
Perfect.
Krampus.
Krampus.
He's gonna pay you
He's
a
gonna have his
visit.
own booth.
He's a huge fan. He writes to us all the time. He's like, hey, you know what? It was actually his idea.
Well, you
for
know
us
what?
to
Me
do
and
this
Patrick
episode.
Wilson were hanging out the other day.
I realized you haven't done an episode on me yet.
It's like, yeah. He's like, I heard you guys are taking a break. You need to do an episode on me.
So this one's for you, Krampus.
Yes.
Krampus, you're a boy.
Actually, we're doing this episode so we don't get beaten and eaten.
We're
We're doing our best to avoid Krampus this season. Just gonna grab some schnapps with him later.
Yep. You haven't already done that?
On December 5th, I do.
Yeah,
When
last
he's
year.
done. Yeah.
I did it last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do it. We celebrate on December 5th.
Yeah.
It's our thing.
Well, that's cool.
Well, is that an episode?
That's Krampus for you.
Probably.
That's Krampus. All right. Well, Ghosty don't play that.
Peace out, butterflies.
That's a technical foul.
This is the EVP Podcast.